Hello all the future officers, this is your mentor Sahil Singh at Budding Mariners, and today we are going to discuss what actually is the importance of your PCM aggregate marks in your sponsorship process in your maritime career. First and foremost comes the eligibility itself. If you do not have aggregate PCM more than 60% and minimum 50% in your either class 10th or 12th in English, then you will not be eligible for even giving the IMCT, which is the key to all the courses, BSc, DNS or BTech, whatever you want to do. You will not be able to pursue this career if you do not have both of these eligibility criteria tick marked. This is the baseline for your IMUCET. Now let us know, why do these companies filter out a lot of students on the basis of just PCM? What does this PCM show? First of all, it shows that you are academically consistent, that you have given time to your studies, you have cleared your concept, your long-term discipline. It shows that you have been disciplined for the whole year so that you can score good marks in boards. Then it shows your technical aptitude, that in the subjects like physics, chemistry and math, you are strong academically. You are non-negotiable foundation for the advanced navigation, because the things you are going to learn in your DNS, BTech or BSc, you require some foundational basis for all these education. Then the last thing, it becomes a really simple and easy to make filter, that I can just filter out the non-sincere students just by considering their PCM, that they have not taken their boards seriously, and if they do not have at least 70% or 60%, I'm not going to consider them only. Now these are the example of few companies that filter out students on the basis of their PCM. For example, fleet management is not going to take you if you have less than 70% in PCM and 70% in English. It is the criteria for fleet management. Then for the Anglo-Eastern, again it is going to be 70% and 60% in English. For Tom, 65% it is. For MSc, 65%. And a lot of companies, they put cap in such a way that they are not going to take students below this particular percentage. And then the next thing is, a lot of companies, they do not officially put a cap, but they really do judge you on the basis of your PCM, and on that basis they are either going to select your profile or not select your profile. It becomes a really strong filter in your profile while selecting you for the interview round only. Now the next thing to keep in mind is that, for example, if you have 65% or 70%, you still have these guys who have 75%, 80% and even 90% in their board examinations as your competition. You will have to compete in your interviews and everything in front of these guys. And for sure, this is a really obvious thing, that all these interviewers, all these companies are going to give preference to the students who have higher percentage, for sure, because they have better academic background, they can cope up with the further studies more. So this is their mindset, and this is how you actually increase your competition by being in this range, 60 to 75 range, because you're competing with the people who have more percentage in their PCM.
मर्चेंट नेवी के एस्पिरेंट और ज्वाइन करना चाहते हो, सेल्फ स्टडी से करना है, तो IMUCET 200 बेस्ट है तुम्हारे लिए. नीचे लिंक दिया है, फटाफट खरीद लो. लेकिन अगर चाहते हो कोचिंग से 1% से 75% सिलेक्शन रेट हो जाए, बडिंग मरीनर्स की कोचिंग A1 है. नीचे लिंक दिया है गूगल फॉर्म का, उसको भरो एंड 1-on-1 गाइडेंस मिलेगी फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट.
Now it does not mean that if you have really good PCM, that means that you are definitely going to be selected. It is not the case, guys. I have seen guys with 65% PCM getting selected because they have worked really hard on their communication, their academic background. They worked really hard on their technical part, non-technical part. They have got really good IMUCET rank, all of these things. They have worked hard and they got sponsored being 65% PCM also. And few of the guys who have even got 85% PCM, they took it for granted and they did not prepare for the interview well. Their personality was not well polished, they were not having good communication fluency in English, and all these things led to their not selection. Now what comes out to be the conclusion? The conclusion is, for the shortlisting process of the interviews, yes guys, high PCM is going to be a big advantage. And then the final thing what matters is your selection phase. During your selection phase, once the things have been sorted out on the basis of PCM, then the selection phase come, on which it depends how good of a candidate you are, how good of a cadet you are, how good leadership qualities do you have. And if you have both of these things sorted, your chances of getting a DNS sponsorship and being a merchant navy officer increasing a lot higher. And if you want to know how to manage your physics, chemistry, math for the boards also, and how to prepare for IMUCT sponsorship hand in hand in just 1 year, then this batch is particularly for all the ones who are going to appear for boards also, and you are going to give IMUCT. You can crack the IMUCT also, you can crack sponsorship also, your boards also. All these things will be covered in this particular batch. Your 3 hours of daily live classes are going to be conducted, and after that we will be providing you the strategies how you can manage all these things, how you have to give prior to each and everything. So if you want to book seats into this particular batch, just fill the forms in the description.